I'm Dylan Bethea, and today I'm presenting the Outside Hunting Experience. Outside will offer hunting adventures for individual hunters as well as those who love to hunt. As a family, the family-friendly environment is key. We want families to feel comfortable as they experience what we have to offer. Hunts can be individually purchased as well, but whether with a family or on your own, we require that all parties respect the family-friendly atmosphere. Hunt packages will include lodging and meals. A videographer will be available to hunters who wish to video their hunt for a professional experience as seen on television. Package prices will vary and can be customized for each trip. Our lodge bookstore will offer hunting accessories, custom calls, and apparel. These are the needs in the market that we feel that need to be met, and we feel that we can meet those. In its family-friendly environment, quality experience for all parties, and more bang for your buck. Plans to meet these needs are conduct ourselves with professionalism, and we think we can meet the family-friendly environment with that. Treat customers how we would want to be treated. If we were going on a trip or paying to hunt, we want to be treated. We want to treat others how we would want to be treated. And 3, we require that all clients, customers use language that is suitable for children and women and respect customers and staff around them. And our staff would lead by example. Our consumers being served are hunters, mainly hunters, or non-hunters wanting to learn about conservation and the outdoors. The consumer clients we will serve, whether it be executive parties, families, or individuals, these are people we are targeting. To be more specific, we really want to focus on the family atmosphere again, and we don't want, for people who don't want the headache of hunting leases and things like that. Our competitive advantages are location, expert personnel, and efficient operations. We really feel like our location is what's going to give us our key competitive advantage. I've been hunting there for probably 6 or 7 years, and I've had the opportunity to meet ranchers and landowners, and I've got to see a lot of property in Coleman County. And the wildlife and the game are abundant in that area also. There's plenty of different species to hunt there, so hunters can come there and they won't have to travel all over the state. They can come to our lodge and our locations and hunt deer, turkey, quail, hogs, doves, whatever you want to hunt. Target market, this is really this is the hunting industry, but this is the target market that we're going to focus on, and it's separated into 4 segments: big game, small game, migratory birds, and other animals such as feral hogs and things like that. Big game hunting draws the most hunters, with 11.6 million people spending 212 million days enjoying the sport. This resulted in $16.9 billion in sales. The big game market will be the primary market that is targeted, but all other game markets will be of great importance and targeted also. We have identified hunters with families as our main target audience. This is whom I truly want to serve. Any customers that call me will be welcome. The customers that I really want to reach are those who want to experience hunting with their families, because that's what my family has wanted to do for so many years. But it's hard to find a location to where you can take your kids or your wife and feel comfortable and them be comfortable also. This is my compensation plan slash staffing plan. We're going to have 3 employees, a CEO, a ranch manager, and a ranch hand, but the ranch manager and the ranch hand will be part-time. They won't be full-time employees. We'll only use those as we need them. And if you want to see a more detailed look at that, I'll come back to it later and explain a little bit more. We will provide hourly wages for all current outside employees, and they are non-exempt and will be will be provided benefits such as workers' comp. Our product and service, the hunt and the wild game that you have the chance of getting can be the product, but we believe that our service is the real product. The service we want to provide for people are what we believe is missing in other hunting experiences. Having a knowledgeable staff that knows the land can help customers be more successful. We want our staff to know everything there is to know about the game we have on our property. Through scouting and plot locations, we'll be able to know the patterns of our game and do our best to ensure that our customers will have a successful experience. Pricing strategy, you can see right here, deer, duck, turkey, dove, quail, and feral hog, the price for each hunt. These prices are based off of other hunting ranches in Texas, kind of averaged them out. The duck, turkey, dove, quail, and feral hog, those are significant lower because I want to try to use that to really attract other hunters, because these you can kind of do on your pastime while you're on a deer hunt. The prices that I got, I wanted to really try to compete with Texas Hunting Lodge. They were the Outfitter of the Year from 2009 to 2014, and I thought it was important to try to compare or offer prices that were lower than theirs. And as I said earlier, some of these other prices are based off personal experience and other places that I've visited, and that's how much they've charged. But I wanted to charge a little bit less than that so I could try to attract more customers. And I also think that being in the location that we're at and having the abundance of animals and wild game that people can pay to try to harvest, I feel like this is going to give me a competitive advantage for the price that I'm asking. This is my funding request. The total was $89,730, and it's kind of broken down into little segments like farming equipment and appliances, a lodge, game cameras, and insurance, four-wheelers, things like that. Our plan is to have our location in Coleman County where we can build a lodge. If we're lucky, we can find a piece of property, maybe 100 or so acres. That way when people come and hunt, they can stay at the lodge and maybe have locations at the lodge so they don't have to drive. But for our land, we're going to lease as much land as possible because that allows us the flexibility to go throughout Coleman County and really focus on portions of the land that have a higher quality of animal that we're trying to get. So it'll allow us to go around and search and pick certain spots that we think is the best for the game that we're after, because it's hard to find a big piece of property or pieces of property that have everything you want on them and key features that you would like to see, and it's expensive. So that's why we want to lease our land. And now this is our financial projections, and this is our net income for 2015, 16, and 17. The chart above shows the net income for 3 operating years. The chart shows profitability increases for all 3 years. This is assets versus liabilities, and you can see these match up pretty well for the 3 years that we have estimated. So this is pretty much showing that our assets are going to be able to cover our liabilities. This is our cash flow, starting cash and ending cash. The chart reports the cash generated and used from 2015 to 2017. The cash from operating activities is greater than the net income, so this means that outside will have income that is of high quality. Our break-even analysis, I'll kind of just explain this to you. Our total revenue divided by 12 months gives us $12,617 a month. $7,800 in total variable cost divided by 12 months gives you $650 variable cost. So then we take our revenue per month minus our variable cost, and that'll give us a contribution margin per month of $11,967. So then we're going to take our total fixed cost and divide it by our contribution margin, and that's going to give us 8.39 months to break even. So we're going to be in operation for the first year for 8.39 months before we can break even. But after that, for the remainder, 3.61 months of the first year at $11,967 of a contribution margin, we'll be able to make $43,201 of profit for those last 3.5, give or take, months of the year. And this is our ratio analysis. I kind of wanted to focus on this because this might take the longest, because these ratios are important. All of those other charts kind of lead up to this. But I'll explain from the top and go down. The quick ratio shows how well a company can quickly convert its assets into cash in order to pay off current liabilities. It also shows liquidity of a company, and a quick ratio of 1 indicates that quick assets equal current assets. And this means that we can pay off current liabilities without having to sell off any long-term debt. Any long-term assets, excuse me. And you can see for the first year we're at 0.91. We're almost out of 1, so that means that our quick assets match our current assets, and we won't have to sell off anything. And then as the years progress, it's out of 1 and it's continually rising, so we can see that that's going to work out for us. And for current ratio, liquidity and efficiency ratio that measures a firm's ability to pay off its short-term liabilities with its current assets. We have a current ratio of 1, and that indicates that all of our current liabilities will be covered by current assets, and it's 1 across for the first 3 years. And of course that's an estimate, so the number is going to vary a little bit as it goes on. Return on assets is also a profitability ratio that measures how efficiently a company can manage its assets to produce profits during a period. It helps management and investors see how well the company convert investments and assets to a profit. And we have a positive return on assets, so this indicates an upward profit trend. Thank you very much for watching my presentation. To book a hunt with Outside Hunting Adventures, or for information regarding wildlife biologist services and herd management, call 713-540-9316. Thank you.